more and more people are choosing e-bikes to commute, to run errands, to exercise, and just to have some good old plain fun. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing one of these e-bikes to see just how much real-world range you can get out of one of these things. The bike I've chosen to test today is called the Velotric Nomad 1. The reason I've chosen this bike is because, well, it's the most comfortable. It's got a nice retro look, which gives it nice curved handlebars, and the seating position, everything about this bike just speaks and feels comfortable. I also went with this bike because it's a range test, and in case I run out of range/electricity, I can pedal this bike without having to punish my legs, basically. I don't even know how much I weigh. I'll put it on the screen over here so you can see that, coupled with the weight of the extra battery. Just in case I run out of juice, I can swap the battery and still make it home. Haha, yeah, plan B. Yeah, I'm not pedaling, guys. Good luck with that. So with my weight plus the battery, you have an idea of how much mileage you can get with the average person around the weight that I'm fetching on this bike. This bike doesn't come with rear shocks. It only comes with front shocks. So I decided to take an extra step, spend some extra money, and put some suspension in there for my butt. So yeah. I also added a rear rack, so not only can I carry an extra battery, but if I'm not going very far, I can strap other things to it as well. Now, I am in my favorite park in Queens, Flushing Meadows Park, so I plan to ride from here all the way to the city in Manhattan, but not just into Manhattan. I plan on riding to the edge, 12th Avenue, hoping that one battery will take me so you can have an idea of the range. If it doesn't, well, I've got a spare, but at least you'll know the most you can go on one battery in this freezing cold weather. Now, to get here, I actually rode by pedal. I did click in the battery. The battery just slips in right there and clicks into place, but I didn't turn it on. I just rode here on muscle. I'm gonna turn the power on. Let's see how much miles it has right now, and give or take. We've got 105.5 miles from what I see here on the odometer, so that will be our starting point. Now, according to my phone, this is gonna take me 1 hour 10 minutes to ride 12 miles, 80% bike lanes and paths, mostly flat. So this is a lot of stop and go in the cold, so we'll see how this does. So that's 24 miles round trip with a bunch of stop and go. Are you ready? Let's get riding, because I'm freezing and I'm sure the battery's freezing as well. All right, let's do this. I've got to cross the street. Time to use pedal assist. There's 5 pedal assist modes. There we go. Whoa, take it easy on the pedal assist there. I'm on the sidewalk. I don't even know if that's legal, but this thing booked. It's so easy to change gears here. You just tap over there. Woo! And I'm off and rock and rolling, people. Oh, watch for traffic. There's a hump. Let's go down. Whoa. That was crazy. Good thing for shocks. Remember, we're going, but my knees are bad, so sorry. I'm just pedaling to feel like I'm doing something, you know. I'm just pedaling basically so I don't have to keep my hand on the gas, the thumb throttle over here. That's basically it. You do want to have the right gear on. I have these pants on that are really, really comfortable, so I don't have any cold getting in there. I also have on heated socks, which is keeping me warm. I can't really see, but I've got a solution for that. Don't worry. My glasses, I don't really need them per se. Now this is amazing. This completely blocks all the wind from hitting my face. Yeah, it's got some vents, some tiny vents. Let's go back into a higher gear. Hopefully we'll catch a nice run here. Yep, get used to that. People will do that. They'll cut straight in front of you. Yep, sometimes you'll see it's coming, sometimes they don't, sometimes they just don't care. If you're in pedal assist 4, like right now, I have to pedal. I have to pedal. I have to pedal. I feel the pedaling motion. I feel like I'm pushing the bike's just maintaining. So yeah, I'm going back to 5, because if we're commuting, we're not trying to sweat. If we're running errands, we're probably not trying to sweat. But if you're exercising and you want the longest battery life, I would say, yeah, ride on the stiffest or the heaviest gear and use pedal assist 4. That's a nice balance between distance and exercise. And you'll get yourself very far and you will get a good workout. On your feet. I can promise you that. From the time you hit that trigger, that thumb throttle, or from the time you start pedaling, this bike is in get up and go mode. It does not hesitate. And it's because it has fat tires, but not like the fat tires with the aluminum spokes. So it's not as heavy. And so it still has quite a lot of nimbleness to it. Here we are at Koch Bridge. Yep, that's gonna take us straight into the city. Damn, as you can see, those bikes are out. They are out. Scooters, mopeds. Whoa. Jeez, these guys are reckless. We're going on the bridge. This is it. This is all uphill. Look at bikes. Yep. Scooters too. Could you imagine here in the summer? It gets ridiculous. Freedom. So we're actually riding over Roosevelt Island. There's Roosevelt Island. We just passed over Roosevelt Island. And now heading into the city. Into the city. We lost 1 bar so far. Not too bad. Whoa, brakes. Brakes. Oh, good brakes. Hey, we made it. We're in the city. Pulled over just to check on the cameras. We lost, from what I can see here, 1 bar. We lost 1 bar so far, 113 miles. I think we started out 105, not bad. A lot of stop and go, and it is cold here, but we're gonna keep it moving because, well, that's what we do. It's a straight shot down all the way to the edge of the city. We just entered the city, so we'll just try to keep going straight as much as we can to the end of the highway. The whole goal here is if you have to commute from one borough to another and then come back home, even if it's to the edge of the city, like if you work in the city and then you want to come all the way back home, whether it's Queens or Brooklyn or wherever, you must be able to achieve that. Right? That's the hope. So I go into a lighter gear and I'll just give like a 1 pedal there, see that, to accelerate, but then I'll stop. But if I want to go again, I'll give it like a 1 pedal and I'll find a gear that's easy for me to stay in. So like if I got to go up this hill, I can pedal too and go up easily, no problem. Okay, there we go. You know what they say, follow the scooters, they know the way. Right, let's see if we can keep up with this scooter. There he goes. Yeah, like I told you guys, right? People are using this as their daily transportation to commute, run errands, and do stuff. The stop, go, stop, go, stop, go can also take a lot more out of your battery unless you want to pedal off from the go position. But from the time you start pedaling, this thing will, you know, engage the battery. Or if you just press the throttle like me and don't want to pedal, then it will engage the battery. Now here I'll go into a heavy gear. It's pretty big. I think this is the Plaza Hotel or something. Yep, Plaza. Yep, so this is Central Park over here. We're rocking and rolling, guys, from Queens to the city. Boy, oh boy. I'm gonna turn on the heat in these gloves. Not in this one, but in my right hand. And that's only because I've been taking it out of the gloves to kind of touch the cameras and to, you know, use my phone and stuff. Come on, guys. I have an old trusty horn over here. Where are we going? I'd like to know, but yeah. People. Is that Mickey Mouse? to be doing their own thing out here. We got a little ramp here to get up. Can we get up here? Oh, with ease. There we go. Oh, is that Empire over there? That's close. Good driving. Whoa. Yep, that's New York for you. They keep those reflexes going. Good brakes on this bike. As long as you mash both, don't depend on one brakes. Get used to mashing both, and you'll be fine. Want to make sure of a few things. Oh, I lost another bar. Can you see that? Lost another bar. And down to 3 bars. Let's see if we're getting closer to our goal. Hopefully I've got enough to make it back home. Okay, I'm going further and further away from the water. So I've got to make a right. And that will take me to the water. Looking for the water. And it's getting colder, so I'm pretty sure we're going to start feeling the water soon. Ladies and gentlemen, mission accomplished. We are officially at the edge of the city. So if you want to go anymore, well, it's obvious. You can't ride, right? You have to like take a water taxi, and I believe over there is like New Jersey or something. So here we are, and we still got 3 bars. We got 3 bars left. Garbage. Bike lane. There we go. We're going a lot of bikes out today. People, I didn't realize so many people are riding. I really like how New York City just caters to cyclists. Gives us like our own lanes and stuff, even our own traffic lights, which is really cool. Man, look at that. The USS Intrepid. Man, look at that. Now I can tell you at 3 bars of energy, a battery, I can feel a little bit of it's not as peppy as it was before. What happens when your battery is going down? It's like your pressure is dropping, your voltage is dropping, and when your voltage starts to drop, you're just not gonna have as much oomph. Smoking. Welcome to New York. So long I don't have to deal with that. Oh, turn right here. Bust it. So long, traffic. Wow. Woo. Woo. That's how it goes sometimes. Good brakes will save you. Good brakes. 1 bar. 124.5 miles. So I'm at 1 bar. Basically got, wow. Pretty much got 20 miles so far in this cold, which is not bad. Whoa, what's gonna happen here? Duck. You got a string of bulbs coming across. And I'm relying on battery solely because I just don't feel like pedaling anymore. The cold is getting to me. I think 20 miles is my cutoff point, and 20 miles might be the cutoff point for this thing in the cold too. It's still pushing out 20 miles an hour though. It's with a little pedaling involved, yeah. I raised the seat a little higher just to change position because it's easier to pedal this way. It's like I'm pushing down. When the seat's lower, my knees come up too high, so it's harder to pedal. Definitely doesn't have the punch anymore. That's understandable. It's only got 1 bar. Oops, that's it. That's it. That's it. It's blinking. It's blinking. Whoa. There you can see. It's blinking. Mayday, mayday. At 128.8. There we go. Back to 0. Guess it needed some rest. So let's turn down the speed a little bit, probably to pedal assist. Number 1. Hopefully that could make things better. let's see how things go. So my goal is to see, okay, what if I had to make it home now? What would I do, right? Yeah, I have an extra battery, I could easily swap it out, but you know, if I put on pedal assist 1 and I do most of the lifting with my feet and actually do some riding, well, I make it the next mile and something home. Go to pedal assist 2. Three. Okay, let's stay at pedal assist 3 and see what happens. This is turning into some exercise for me, which is not a bad thing. The beauty about this is you have sprockets that you can switch into to get like lighter gearing. So that's good. It's not like you're stuck on one gear. I'm doing most of the heavy lifting now. But that's okay because, you know, the battery did most of the work for the majority of miles. She's still kicking. Like now, look at that. I went in the gas, kicked over the corner. But in terms of top speed, she's weary. I'm afraid to go in 5 because if I go in pedal assist 5, it might just drink the battery. Oh well, what the heck? What's the worst could happen? Shuts down. She's going. She's kicking again. In a heavy gear. Let's see if we can rock and roll. She's not giving up. And guess where we are, guys? We're almost back home at the park where we started. Xavier here from the future, reviewing the video to now realize I was so focused on running out of battery for my bike that I actually ran out of GoPro battery and the GoPro just shut off. I still had 1 bar left on the bicycle. Actually here, right where I'm pointing, is exactly where I started filming earlier that day. There's someone sitting there, so I didn't want to disturb them, but yeah. So there you have it. I'm going to put the final mileage up on the screen to empty, basically from a full battery. And this was a brand new battery on its first charge out in the freezing cold. Yeah, so this is as real world as it gets. Now, depending on where you live, if you live in a warmer climate, obviously you'll get more mileage. If you're willing to actually pedal, not just pedal to keep triggering the motor, but pedal to actually push the bike, then obviously you'll get a lot more mileage out of this. I would say I pedaled the last 2 miles is when I actually started putting pressure on the pedals. And of course, if you're living in an area which has less stop and go, then you won't have to keep diving into the motor's energy all the time to keep moving you from a dead stop position. Overall, I'm happy with this bike. The bike's very comfortable, especially since I put the rear suspension in the back. The gears are easy to switch. The bicycle handles and positioning is very comfortable. I really like this bike and I'm happy with the mileage. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. And make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I release new e-bike videos. And I will catch you guys, well, whenever I can.